Hi, Eliza. I hope I'm getting, let's see, I hope that oh, I'm not getting quite the right, so I'm missing your blue car AVIF file. It's kind of a weird file extension. If I look at it in the links panel, it's missing. Actually, if I look at what I downloaded, it's not a packaged folder. So this is a different one. It's a rough draft, obviously, but with Courtney's, she's missing some of her, but as we can see in here, we can see, hi Eliza, just looking at your project here. So I downloaded your folder. It's an IDLK file, which is a little confusing. If I double click on it, I think it's an INDD file, INDD, but you didn't do a file package. So if let's say that this is your design here, and everything's dialed in the way you want it, and you save it, you do a file save, and then you do a file package at the end. And this will give me your links, your fonts, you push package again. So you have your fonts, your links, do update graphic links and package. You don't need these three checked. You need this one checked. Make sure this is on high quality print where the select PDF is. Make sure that's on high quality print. So that should look like this. And then you want to name this. This is going to be a folder name. Put it somewhere where you can find it. So I'm just going to put it on I probably should put it in my documents in my graphic design 231 class inside there. But I'm just going to put it on my desktop for now. And then if I package that and push OK, I might have to push OK again, depending. You might not. And that will create a folder that has fonts, links, your car show poster, and a PDF. So an INDD, which is the InDesign file, and the PDF. So make sure you do a file package when you turn these in, because I think the only thing you turned in was an INDD file. Now inside of Brightspace, it was a little tricky because it looks like a zip file in here, but when I actually download it, it's just a singular INDD file. So you might have just zipped the INDD. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but so that means that I can't actually play around with your links or anything, but I can go into the links panel. So make sure you go into your links panel and look at your blue car and make sure that this is in CMYK and that the effective PPI is 300 or above. This does not look like it's high enough resolution to be using this size. As you can see when I zoom in, it is pixelated. One way around this would be to go into Illustrator. Sorry, this is just that's a other student's project though. Do a new file, so start a new file in Illustrator, just go to print, go to letter. That should set it up okay for you. If you want to put this in inches, you can. You'll see that is 8.5 by 11. CMYK color, raster effects on high. Go ahead and create that. Then you can do your file place and bring in the image of your car. So let's say that this is, let's say that's the image of your car. It isn't, but let's just pretend like it is, because I don't have access to your link because it's not in your links folder. It's missing. It's probably on your computer somewhere, that image of that car. But we could do an image trace on this. Maybe like 6 colors. You could also do more than that. I just tried 6. We'll see. It takes a bit for this to think on it in Illustrator. But we can see how that looks. We could try 3 after this, maybe I like 6 colors, but maybe there's not enough detail, or there's too much detail. Maybe I want it to be even, more simplified than that. Maybe I'll just do 3 colors. And it takes a while for it to think, but you can always experiment with how many colors you use. 3 colors is not so good. I'll just Command Z it to bring back 6, I believe. Oh, that doesn't really help save me any time, unfortunately, but I'm going to Command Z it to bring it back to 6 because I like the 6 better. There's also 16 in the drop down as well that you can experiment with. 16 is going to look more like a photo. But once you're done picking out how many colors you want to trace with, you go to expand, and you'll see all the anchor points. So now this is no longer a pixel-based image, it's all vector. And we can size this up super, like, larger, you know, like we can make this a lot larger. And then we can just save this, file save as. This is Illustrator, so file save as. And let's just put it in your links folder. And let's put car trace, AI document, save. Okay. And if we go in here, you know, you can relink this to, sorry, I need to get back on my list here. I think I put it in here. AI, and there we go. Here it is. And this is going to be high res. And we can use the free transform on it to size it up. Of course, this isn't the same exact photo that you were using, but I do like your banners. I like your text. I like your colors you're using. So make sure you fix that car. Make sure you fix your links. Make sure you have them in the right spot. Make sure you do a file package when you turn this in. This looks like it came out of Illustrator, maybe. Oh, yeah. I would make a little less space between this. I ungrouped it, and then I dragged this over, and then I pushed Shift and clicked on the background to get that deselected. So I just had this, and then I just brought it up with my arrow keys. Bring this down just a little bit. It's a little too close to the top edge. There's going to be a white border that prints around this, and it's actually printed. This probably should be sized down just slightly. Isn't there something about 3rd Street? I would say sunny 3rd Street, downtown Havre, Montana. So make sure you put 3rd Street in here somewhere. This needs to move away. I like the size of it. You could get rid of the 2 zeros to shorten this up so it's not hitting against this. Yeah, and you could try maybe a couple different colors. I'm not sure if you if that's going to look good or not. If you want to do custom colors, you double click over here and you can kind of pick out some different ones if you wanted to try a few different colors. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. You might want to grab this and maybe shift click on that and then grab your free transform. You might want to, I might have just told you to shrink this down, I'm not sure, but we might want to make this bigger. Just so that there's a difference between the size in your fonts here, because that does create kind of a nice look to it. We want to make sure it's centered. I think I have a tighter space there than here, but I'm just going to see what a difference in sizing makes. Yep. Just, you know, make those clearly different sizes. It does tend to mix it up and make it look better in some ways. We could bring in some, like an icon of a car, like zooming around, or like this could be a road, potentially. You know, you could bring in a few more graphics just to kind of mix it up a little bit. If you get rid of these 2 zeros too, like I said earlier, this wouldn't be bumping up against that as much. But yeah, I think just a few more file places of different icons, like maybe a little car here zooming along this thing, and if you did an image trace on this and then brought it in, that would fix the low res and RGB problem that you're having. So I would just suggest bringing in maybe some clipped photos or icons just to add a little extra element to this. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you. Just double check the project worksheet, make sure you have everything in here. I think you do. Looks pretty good. You got location, time, date. You don't have any information on the food that's going to be provided by the stack, so you might want to put that in here somewhere, like the stack food truck is providing food. I don't know if I put that on the project worksheet. I think I did. If I didn't, then don't worry about it. But if I did, go ahead and add that. Yeah, this looks great. And then if anything that you file place in, just make sure that it's in CMYK. Now, if you need to open something in Photoshop, to make it CMYK, I can tell this is in CMYK already, but you just need to go to image mode, CMYK. And if you have a transparent background, just remember file save as. PSD files work really well, or Photoshop files work really well for preserving transparent backgrounds. So if you need a transparent background, use a PSD file. And then place that in here, and you'll have a nice transparent PSD that's in CMYK. And as long as the effective PPI is 300-ish, then you should be good. 300 or higher. Sometimes I'll let you go with 250, but this one right now is at 168 by 157. Both of these numbers are well under 300, so that means that's low res. And actually, when I zoom in on it, like I said, you can tell that it's pixelated. But if you do that image trace in Illustrator, save out an AI file and file place that into InDesign, the AI file into InDesign, that will fix that issue for you. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later.